Book here, and we're here talking to you about day 2 in our vlogs. Well, Vlogmas. Well, actually, it's a story time about my childhood school, secondary school experiences. John Paul II. If you've missed number 1, listen, click back because the story's gonna have to continue, kind of thing.
Oh. Merry Christmas.
Guys, let me hold on. Popcorn, baby. You know. Anyway, listen, let's get into the story. So, like I said, I go to John Paul II School, right? And that's in Wimbledon, Roehampton area. It's in Princess Way, okay? I live in Battersea, so it's like a 3-mile trek. So we have to get to school by 6, 7, all the way to school every morning, and obviously every afternoon when we finish school, right? Finish school at 3 o'clock, 3:30, I believe. Was it 3:30? I think it was 3:30. Yeah, that was mad. Hey, that was lit. 9:05, 10:05, 10:05, 11:05 break. It's 15 minutes, so that's 11.
Bruh.
Is it 15 minutes? Oh, damn, I'm enjoying that. I remember these things is coming to you back. Are you freaking mad? When you come to form, obviously, you're trying not to mess around because rude boy and truly and saying you ain't trying to get detention. So if you're late to form, you can get detention. That's at evening time, afternoon time. So obviously people, because you have to move between lessons in the corridor, innit? Oh, damn! So in the corridor, innit? The corridor was a maddest thing. Listen, in the corridor, anything can go down. Man, them already knew. Look, girls and guys, yeah, in the corridor, listen, in this modern day and age, I think that's sexual assault. I'm not gonna lie to you. Anybody grabbing someone's dick, anybody grabbing someone's breast or bum, it is sexual assault. But this is what we were doing. This is what girls were doing. This is what guys were doing. In the corridor, feel-ups. I'm just gonna be real to you. That's what people were doing, fam. You know, you just feel someone grabbing your crotch. Ah, what's this? You know what I'm saying? Or someone grabbing your bum. Do you know what I mean? Or something like that. Do you know what I mean? It was both girls and boys. I can't even lie. You know what I'm saying? I remember one guy was getting abused by the elder girls. Hey, listen. In this modern day and age, it's a sexual assault case. These girls, they would see him every morning, yeah? And say, hi, how you doing? Let's just call him D. They're like, hi, D. And then they'll grab his crown jewels. It's funny to say now, innit? But there were times there when he was telling us, it was like, yeah, but bro, like, they're in like 2 years ahead of you. You should be enjoying them things. Listen, because in the school that we're at, yeah, hey, anything sexual, it's a look, let me tell you something. Those stories we hear teachers taking advantage of teachers. No. In our school, it wouldn't have been the case. A teacher taking advantage of us. Fam, no, we wanted it to happen. We wish you'd try it. We wish you'd try it, fam. We wish you'd try it. We won't let you go to jail. No. In our school, we wouldn't have let the teacher go to jail. No. We'd have backed her. Would have backed her because we'd have been like, yo, we wanted to do it. Would have backed her and said, listen, she never took advantage, but I took advantage of her, rude boy. You get me? So our school was mad, fam. You know what I'm saying? There was mad things happening in that corridor. If it wasn't if girl weren't touching boy or boys weren't touching girls, it could have been fireworks. Fireworks would have been happening. Hey, listen, when you're in the corridor, yeah, and you're trying to go from lesson to lesson, because bear in mind, so lesson will go 9:05 to 10. 10:05, you start your next lesson. So that gives that 5-minute period in between corridor time. So corridors, it can get around in our corridors. And we have 3 floors, yeah? So you got lessons on each of the 3 floors that can be happening. But you got year 7 to 11. Anything can be happening. So in the corridor, when people are trying to move around, trying to shift, trying to go to different places, go to lessons, mad things are happening. People are getting numbers. People are chirping gal. People are organizing fights, organizing how to get out at lunchtime. You know what I'm saying? There's so much and that are in the corridor thing. It's so mad. So one time, let me tell you something. One time, there was, so not even one time. This happens all the time. I don't know why I'm saying like it's one time. In the corridors, yeah. I don't know, it doesn't have to even be Guy Fawkes night. It just needs to be a night. It just needs to be a day, blood. Oh my days. Listen, so we'll be going from lesson to lesson, right? And all you'll hear is, either you're going to hear this, someone screaming, or you're going to hear is, basically that is the firework going off on 1. You get me? So when you hear, everybody is running in different directions. Now you can imagine if the corridor is slender and everybody's running in different directions, what's going to happen? People are going to be hit. People are going to be falling into each other. People are going to be getting crushed. Look, it's a miracle that no one died because some people set fireworks off on the staircases, not in the corridor, on the staircase. So imagine you're going up the stairs and all you're hearing is, and they love that firework as well. The one that makes the and you just see it coming around you, and you be just running like like people just running for their life, man. Because nobody look, you don't know what can happen. You don't know what can happen with that firework. If it licks you, I think someone did get injured one time, but it was the firework that hit them. They got a little burn or whatever. And they used to always address us in the assembly, but no one gives two shelley, blood. Look, when you put all the bad youths into one school, what do you expect's gonna happen? Do you get me? When you put children who don't really care about life, who don't care about what the consensus is of what society expects from them, then fam, fireworks will go off in the corridors. Do you get what I'm saying? Fireworks go off in the corridors. It's so mad. It's so mad. Are you lean, blood? Listen, there was times, fam, yeah, and because they used to let fireworks on the bus as well. Oh, it was a 670. Listen, that's even worse than the corridor because on the bus you got nowhere to go, baby, nowhere. And all you hear is 1 minute people be chatting, yeah, hey, like, da, 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 and all you hear is, that's all you're gonna hear. You get me? And it's so mad. Alright, listen, I remember the time I just be running, bro. I just be running like for my life. And then obviously because I was not that great looking in it, when girls like grab you and hold on to you like, coach, protect me, I'm like, I'm foolish enough to stand in front of it. I said, what am I going to do when the firework hits me? What will I do? So the pretty girl now standing behind me and I'm getting gassed, but I'm in front. If the firework hits me, fam, is she going to remember? Is she going to commodorate me? Is she going to love me? I'm going to be in the grave. You know what I'm saying? Stupidity, bro. But because you obviously these girls were paying, like, it was so paying, you know what I mean? And do you know what matters thing as well? That school, that's when I fell in love with black girls, you know. Honestly, like, in my ends in Battersea, I grew up around black females and everything, but everyone was just rude. Like, if I'm honest, like, everyone, all these girls just rude to me. Like, I don't understand. Like, I just want to kick ball. But these girls will cuss you about how ugly you are, how black you are, how African you are. You know what I'm saying? And all this thing, because it's African Caribbeans, regardless of whether you like it or not. And then when you're young, like, the mentality is always messed up. So I'm getting all these insults from black girls. So when I'm going to a school in Kensington, primary school, and all white girls, and they're showing me at least a bit more love than the black girls, then, you know, really and truly, I'm not going to be the black girl's best friend. Do you get what I'm saying? But then I went to secondary school, John Paul, and yeah, the school was a mash thing, but the girls were so beautiful, and they were, look, I think they were even more rude than the girls in the ends. But something about spending that amount of time with them makes you appreciate them. Corridor things and with the fireworks, just wavy, blood, just wavy. Oi, listen, the corridors get packed. You just be in the corridor and you be like trying to get to your lesson, and there's a ramp. You have to squeeze part, because you have to imagine as well. Into the teacher arrives, sometimes certain offices are not open. Into the teacher arrives, or you can't go into the class unless the teacher's there. So a class of children will stand up there and they're already holding up the corridor. Do you get what I'm saying? So you have to squeeze in and out, trying to hustle and bustle, get through and ting, and trying to make sure that you're in there. Do you get what I'm saying? It was just so mad. In the corridor. Oh, the best thing is, on the staircases, when people are going up the stairs and they drop, everyone will become a laughing stock of the whole school. Go up the stairs and drop. Because just imagine, all of us are going up the stairs, and then you drop up the stairs. We're gonna laugh. We're gonna laugh, man. Listen, we laugh at anybody, especially with the teacher. Like when a teacher drops and has their folders in their case, and it's demonic, bro. It's so peak. It was so bad. It was so bad. Honestly, it was so bad. And I'm trying to think the corridor. I had it in my head. It's gone. I was in the corridor. Marking. So the corridor basically, okay. So always in the corridor in school, right? Bruh. Obviously, every class, you know, when you come out the class, you're in the corridor. So the corridor, yeah. If you get kicked out of school, it's like you're a spirit that's wandering, an unclean spirit that's wandering. If you're a Bible, you know. It's an unclean spirit wandering in dry places, looking for a place to come and enter. Bruh. You get me? Because you knew. Listen, because like I said, when I was in year 7, that teacher had a blonde hair, the Goku, Super Saiyan woman. Listen, if you're out of your class, oh my days. Bro, listen. Bruh. Like, you have to understand, when you get kicked out of your class and you're in the corridor, you're kind of praying that the teacher brings you back in before your head of year sees you. If she sees you, it's long for everybody. Look, detention will be long, fam. Yeah? I don't think you understand. So, I remember one time I got kicked out, yeah? And when you get kicked out, the funny thing is, you're never alone. in a black school like that, John Paul II, when you get kicked out of the corridor, because remember I said there's 3 floors, right? You'll never learn. If it's not at least there's someone on your floor who got kicked out, there's always someone on the other 2 floors. So what do? You go roaming. But the thing is, if you roam, you could end up encountering the teacher. So I remember when you get kicked out, you go roaming and you'll meet some of the elders and some of the other older classmates who are in different years. You get me? And obviously just like, oh, why did you get kicked out? I was talking too much, or I back chatted in it. Obviously then, my little old me, I don't get kicked out for major things. I get kicked out for small things like this. Like I'll be nattering, the person will be nattering, we'll both be nattering because you get out. So I don't even get the satisfaction of telling like, yo, teacher, shut up. I don't even get that satisfaction. And the reason why that was the satisfaction is because, listen, my parents are African. If I even think about saying shut up and it gets back to them, I'm finished. I'm dead. I can enter the grave early. I can see Jesus and the pearly gates early. So my level of rudeness can never really match some of the other people's rudeness. So I always get kicked out for dumb things. I get kicked out for talking. That was always I always get kicked out. There was nothing else I get kicked out for apart from talking while the teacher's talking. Someone's asking me a question. I've answered the question, but you're not kicking them out. You're kicking me out. So when I get kicked out and then I meet other elders, I'm like, so why'd you get kicked out? Oh, I was just talking, innit? Are you dumb? You was talking at the same time and then the teacher kicked you out. So I'm comparing my thing against his one where he flipped the table. You get me? Or he told the teacher shut up. You get me saying? Or what? He slapped somebody in the class. Do you know what I'm saying? And there's little old me going, yeah, so like, yeah, I just kind of backtracked to the teacher. And that's why I got kicked out. So there's nothing to be proud about. You have to understand as well, in our school as well, the bad things, you gotta celebrate it. You gotta be bold about what you're doing wrong. You know what I'm saying? If you're doing wrong, do it wrong good. You know what I'm saying? If you're gonna do anything, do it well. If you're gonna be a bad you and do it well. So that when they kick you out, you can boast and say, yeah, I'm a bad you, and what? But me, my little old self coming there saying I got kicked out for talking, I look like a dickhead. But anyway, listen, that's a life and diary of John Paul II. That's my second Vlogmas. Guys, listen, if you like what I'm doing, share, subscribe. If you understand, listen, comment below. What are you saying? What was your school like? Like, especially if you lived in London, you already know. What was your school like? Let me know down in the comment section. Corridors and stairs are mad. Things I used to see on there. Feel ups. Hey, girls be feeling up boys, you know. In what world? In that world. Anyway, listen. Guys, I appreciate you, man. Little Black Book, we're signing out. You know what time it is. Are you mad? Are you mad? Are you lean? Don't know. Merry Christmas.